most wide open season in the history of the league. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no doubt about it.
The league is in a great spot. These teams, these championship teams, the Minnesota Wind Chill are in a great spot.
Let's be real. We shocked the world tonight. These guys know how to fight, and that trophy was nice and heavy, and that felt good.
We haven't proved anything yet. We've been here several times. We are the underdogs.
We've been grinding for a long time. I don't feel like we got over the hump.
You're going to win that over and over, one matchup at a time.
You've got your favorites. You've got your underdogs. This is why they play the games.
Over the top! Skies over Grayson Center!
To the end zone for the score. Oh my goodness.
Now at the buzzer, and you better believe Jeff Babbitt lives for the moment. Glory has defeated the reigning champions.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're live for the Madison Radicals and Chicago Union game. Rest of this game, I was just watching. It was a close game for a little bit. Madison was actually up 3-1, and then it was looking like an upset. And then Union, they've been going crazy since they're down 3-1, and now it's 9-6 for the undefeated Chicago Union. If Chicago loses, the Shred and Chicago end with the same record. If Chicago wins, they remain undefeated. Shred second best in the league right now. But it could change. They could be tied for first if Madison wins. So I'm kind of rooting for Madison right now. Come on, Madison. We don't want no undefeated teams. Shred can't go undefeated, neither can Union. Live both on Coleman Sports 23 and the Shred Head today as well. What's the score? That's not the right score, though.
Job of disconnecting the continuation looks for many of these Radicals.
9-8 Chicago on top here. 6:16 left here in Madison and Breeze Stevens Field, Madison, Wisconsin. Here's a shot there by Madison. And there's a goal for the Radicals. They cut it back down to here.
Smoothness, I will say that we haven't seen since early on in the first quarter.
They're now down to the half point here of the second quarter. Got my Salt Lake Shred Cheese Grater shirt on. You already know. Which red?
While there's been some shakiness to the Radicals here tonight, they're still hanging around, still within 2 goals.
Madison has some of the best fans in the league. This is where championship weekend is this year as well, so hopefully Shred will make it.
They are a championship team.
And it's not that windy there too, so I would really like if the Shred make it there, because they can still draw and win, but it would make it even better for the Shred. Union here, swinging it. Nice little shimmy flick here. Bid there by Gutowski.
I've never seen somebody with his stamina. He's basically dragging everyone on shuttle runs around the field.
Big bid there by Gutowski.
He's definitely going to get a test with Gumby out there guarding up on him, but the combination of his field.
Union moving up the field here. They're going to take a shot. That is good, right in the front corner there. Chicago will hit 10 here. Whoa, what's up, Aaron? Come on, we need Madison to lose or win, bro. We need them to. They were winning, bro. They were up 3-1, and I was like, "Oh, dang, upset alert! Chicago's not playing good." And then Chicago just absolutely goes crazy, starts going crazy. Madison was up 3-1 though. We need Madison to win, so we're not the only one-loss team, and so that Chicago's not the only undefeated team. Because if Chicago loses, we're both tied for the best record in the UFA. So we need Chicago to lose. Let's go, Madison. Still early though in this game, so Madison has enough time. They need a break. They need a hold here and some breaks.
They were just
They get a hole here, they can cut it back down to 2. And then they need some breaks, man. Here's Madison. Chicago with the greatest defensive conversion in UFA history this year, converting 49% of their breaks. The second best break percentage in UFA history belongs to the Toronto Rush. 26 break percentage back in 2016, I think, when they won championship. So Chicago, that's a huge stat for Chicago. It looks like they could easily win the championship. They're undefeated for a reason. They are the best defense in UFA history, y'all.
That's gonna be a timeout.
But if them in the shred matchup, which is very possible, can Chicago stop the Shreds? All right, and that'd be a really good matchup too. I feel like they got a lot of height on us, but it's not like we don't play Colorado and Fighters every year who have way more height than us, anyways. So it'd be very interesting if we see Union versus Shred in the championship game. That would be so weird, though. We've never played them before.
Start sweating it.
I'm not scared of Paul Giannis. We played him when he was with LA, so I'm not scared of him. They got some freaking ballers. Simon Distrup, who left the Shred this year. So they go to Chicago. He played college in Chicago, but played for the Shred for a couple of years, and now he's going back to Chicago playing for the pro team for some freaking reason.
Isn't always the most protected in terms of their defense.
420 left. W number. Actually, no. Oh, spike green. Screw that.
Set to initiate.
That's a floaty reset. Oh, I thought it was going for that guy. Pick me out on that one.
One of the things I really like about this
Chicago's just really good at flicking, y'all. Like, their flicking is insane. Oh, there's a miscue. And a turnover here. A good block there by Madison, and Madison can cut it to a 2-point game here with a... This will be a hold for Madison. Because they turned it over, but they got it right back here. Here's a shot from Madison. And it's hit out of the hands by Madison in the end zone there. Chicago gets it back. Have to go full field, though. So Madison turns it right back over again. Madison can't get a hold right here. Chicago's defense is too good. Ooh, nearly a block there on the handler by Madison. Here's a double team hammer over the top. Ooh, that was a dangerous throw, and there's a foul by Madison. A little bit of acting there by the Chicago player. Double team here. How many former Radicals are on the Union this year? Crazy. Is that why Madison is 7-4? They're like not that good this year. Well, I thought that was about to be turf there, but it's dug up here. Goldenberg with the flick inside here to 24. Before shot there, double team resets it. Oh, there's a miscue by Chicago. They did a reset and threw it away. And here's a shot to the back of the end zone. Caught by Madison. And they get the dirty hold. Wow. Nice dirty hold there for the Radicals. They cut it to a 2-point game. 2 turnovers per team on this possession. Madison converts. Any more of those? Fans in Reese Stevens Field are shouting Radicals. They're looking for something to cheer about. They were going crazy the first minute of the game when they went up 3-1. And ever since, it's been Chicago's game. Now only a 2-point game, though. Fans trying to help them get a break and get one goal closer to not letting the Union go undefeated. Union moving it already here to half field. Good pressure by Madison, but they're still moving it down here. Got to get a mark on that handler if you're the Radicals. Here's a swing here by the Union. Just White, sorry. White there with the swing. Here's a scooper. Ooh, that was a risky scooper there. Dug out by Chicago. Here's Pavel. Right outside the Indian zone in Chicago. There's a floaty throw, but it's caught. Montas with the score for Chicago. Oh, Prime Unit with the goal for Union.
Seeing some of their athletes step up. This Union team certainly does not lack in height. And I think we know throughout the years teams.
Great catch there by Union. Not enough pressure generated by Madison to make the Union make a mistake there, especially on number 6 there. The hand there just going just tearing through the defense like it was nothing. Out here for the Union. Simon disrupts the freaking dog. I miss him. Got a little more big out there too.
Players that play big too.
Madison here, look at inside flick. They reset with the backhand. Swing left. Sorry, flick here up to Gutowski. Gutowski's going to hit flick here, and that is too far. An inside flick huck, just a little too far. Too much zip on that one. Not enough air, and that hits the turf in the end zone. Chicago with a break chance here. They have to go full field here. Double team on the end zone here. Now Pavel here. Pavel's gonna let it rip. That is floaty and hit out of the hands there by the Madison Radicals. They just read it a little better, got better positioning, and they will get the disc back here. A stupid huck by Pavel Giannis, who leads the UFA in assists, all-time assists record. With a stupid throw there. A dangerous play there by number 28 there on Chicago. Stanson picks up a foul there. Radicals 10 yards closer to a goal here to cut it back down to a 2-possession game. Chamoy. Chamoy high stall. Has to throw a hammer. That's floaty. And it's off the hands of the Radicals player. And I think he's going to call an injury timeout here. A lot of contact in the end zone right there by the Union. I'm not sure if they call a foul on Union here, but there was a lot of contact there on the Union. A lot of contact.
To leave the game under his own advisement, but nevertheless.
So it looks like the Union's going to get back, even though there was a lot of contact on that possession. See if Madison can stop them from scoring a buzzer beater here. 25 seconds left in the half here. Here's Pavianis. Pavianis gets it out of the double team. Gets it right back. Now high release backhand there by Pavel. Half field here for Chicago. 12 seconds left. 9 seconds. 7 for Pavel. Pavel with 4, 3. What a throw. And that's to the corner. He's wide open for a buzzer beater. Nice small movement and nice small throws. And DeMarty is wide open in the end zone. 4-goal lead for the undefeated Union. Looking to end their season off with another win and look to go undefeated here in 2025. 12-8 at the half. We'll be back for second more action soon.
Once Chicago was off for the races, they showed that
Here on Coleman Sports 23 and the Shredhead. It's halftime in Brief Stevenfield. And we will see you for the second half.
It was the most wide open season in the history of the league. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no doubt about it.
The league is in a great spot. These teams, these championship teams, the Minnesota Wind Chill are in a great spot.
Let's be real. We shocked the world tonight. These guys know how to fight, and that trophy was nice and heavy, and that felt good.
We haven't proved anything yet. We've been here several times. We are the underdogs.
We've been grinding for a long time. I don't feel like we got over the hump.
You're going to win that over and over, one matchup at a time.
You've got your favorites, you've got your underdogs. This is why they play the game.
Over the top. Skies over Grayson Sander.
To the end zone for the score. Oh my goodness.
Battle at the buzzer, and you better believe Jeff Babbitt lives for the moment. Glory have defeated the reigning champions.
It lets you clean up photos with Apple Intelligence.
Give us the phone back.
Get the new iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store.
Back to Brooks, who zips it over to Seth Ferris, and he'll launch deep. The backhand with a couple targets. It's a perfect put, and Nanda Min Fink puts the Summit up 1-0. What a shot to start things off tonight. Honing missile from Seth Ferris.
I mean, his addition to this Summit O-line over the course of this season has been something to marvel at. We've seen him be kind of a...
He was bumped, no whistle. Jordan Kerr, high release backhand to the end zone. And it's Jace Dunavile with the equalizer. 1-1. Plays the safer shot this time, resets it. Salt Lake's been a successful fucking team all year long. That is going to work, and Weinberg. Tobias zips it to the corner, and Ferris with some fancy footwork keeps it in bounds. Heck of a first quarter for Seth Ferris, and Colorado's first break puts the Summit back on top.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Piner gets it to the secondary man, Piper. Downfield, tough catch near the sideline, and Minfink, was that a leaping throw as he was running out of bounds?
Looked like it. I thought he maybe kept his left toe down.
Quinn Piner's in the end zone. Check this out. It is... Van Dusen lets it rip. Over the head of Jordan Kerr and into the end zone. Colorado breaks, and Logan Bruce has the score.
I mean, that is Sam Van's bread and butter. Stepping into a backhand rip.
Up the line, Chad Jorgensen floating into the end zone.
Yeah, that's two.
Forsberg resets. And then Forsberg left all alone, and that's a bad look for the Summit D. An easy shred break. Alex Forsberg, 24 years old, out of University of...
Or even better, let's have our reset be upfield in the front of the stack attacking position.
Colorado's already got more breaks tonight than all of last week when they were at home in a 6-goal loss to the Shred.
And you can hear that score has kind of sucked the life out of the stadium.
It was the Seattle Cascades that stunned the Shred last year in the ball by DeMorgan, but he hangs on. We know the playoff teams in the West. We don't know the seeding yet. That's a gorgeous shot. Chad Jorgensen runs down. He floats it for Rusnagel, who's there. Fourth of the night for Snog, the former Marine.
I mean, this man's just a problem downfield. Out of the corner of my eye live, it looked a little more intense.
Ty Marshall with the interception. 13 seconds. Ferris cross field for Kuhlman in the end zone. Colorado takes the 9-8 lead. What a crazy last point this has been.
This has been just a wild half. We've had turnovers galore.
DeMorgan looking end zone. Oscar Brown is there. Colorado. Piper resets for Jay Frood. Matty Jackson a leaping grab. And he rips a forehand deep into traffic. Finer unable to haul it in. Broken up by Kimball Pugh, and Finer gave all he could.
Yeah, that's fantastic help defense. Pugh was
27 years old. He's the eldest of the three Jorgensen brothers on the team. To the end zone. What a catch! Kimball Pugh! Spectacular bookends to give the Shred the lead.
I mean, that's got to be the highlight of Kimball Pugh's career at this point. The rookie getting the deep block on Quinn Finer and then stretching the field after the turn with the heroic layout.
To close out the third, Kimball Pugh at 7, shoots it.
They look content right now to let this defense operate.
Nardelli inside for Adam Grossberg. In the end zone, the layout block, Matt Lamar.
And there's that intensity. It turned out it had to come from the offense.
For you and give you updates as they come in. I know a lot of you watching in LA are going to have some concerns. Deep look down into the corner. Referee going to take a moment, calling that one in. What a grab. That's Royce Grundy pulling that one in right on the sideline.
Or the whole way through. They've executed to perfection. What a grab. Sander keeping it alive. To Terrence Mitchell. Daylight perhaps. 58 seconds to surmount the now 3-goal deficit.
Middle of a lot of these plays. Yeah, tonight. No, he has been.
Shooting it deep for Thoresen. Zeke accelerating back to the end zone, keeps his feet, brings it in. Having flashbacks to the quarterfinals of college nationals there with Thoresen.
Philadelphia sitting on the unders. They're trying to deny every single under that they can, and they get an opportunity with the block there. Sadok makes the excellent grab.
Sadok with the big bid, past the outstretched arms of Max Tran, and Albert Yuan will flip the disc into the end zone to a right.
Going to deal with working without Calvin Brown. Well, here in the second quarter, you haven't really had to worry about it. It's a Callahan. It's a hat trick of goals for Artie O'Quan. The first was okay. The second was a good throw from Tristan Yarder, but the third is all about the UMass product. It's 12-5 Empire.
We said earlier that one of those goals was the biggest of Quad's career. I think we have a new nominee. Another mistake from Philly, and New York makes a pay.
It goes off the hands of Thornton, which gave it enough.
And so far, just 1 of 11 opportunities thus far.
It's a deep look for the Phoenix. Sam Jonas has a beat on it, and somehow, with the left hand, Michael Maroon, the acrobatic catch. Now Passer into the end zone. So from rags to riches, Colin White winds up completing it, but the story of that point is the youngster Maroon making an acrobatic layout catch with his left hand. That disc trailing away. It looked like Sam Jonas got in.
Piper resets for Jay Brood. Andy Jackson a leaping grab. And he rips a forehand deep into traffic. Finer unable to haul it in. Broken up by Kimball Pugh, and Finer gave all he could.
Yeah, that's fantastic help defense. Pugh was not
27 years old. He's the eldest of the 3 Jorgensen brothers on the team. To the end zone. What a catch! Kimball Pugh! Spectacular bookends to give the Shred the lead.
I mean, that's got to be the highlight of Kimball Pugh's career at this point. The rookie getting the deep block on Quinn Finer and then stretching the field after the turn.
Started from the cone. Boston is applying pressure here.
Second half, baby. Let's go.
The chance to up their goal line success rate at just 38% in the first half. There's been a mantra on these broadcasts for the past couple of years.
Madison with the disc. Looking to cut to 3 here.
Right now, you got to look at a guy like Anthony Gutowski to get involved in this second half. This offensive line is going to step up.
Gutowski,
Clearly see
former MVP a couple years ago.
Doesn't carry that team.
Here's a hawk by Madison, wide open in the end zone. Where was the defense there? Left him wide open. A miscommunication downfield or a defensive breakdown. Some coverage breakdown there by Chicago. Do not know what happened there.
For Gutowski, it's not
That was weird.
the touches all the time. I think in that offensive possession, we from the booth, we get
Wide open. No one within like 20 yards. That was weird. All right. 3-point game. Let's see if Madison can get some breaks here. Here's a big pull by Madison. Caught there by the Union. Fix the backhand here. Hits the reset here. Here's a big backhand swing. Fake flick. And now swing here again from the front of the stack cutter there. Swing back to the hammer here. A little floaty, but he handles it. Here's a backhand swing into a double team here. Nearly a triple team. High stall count. That's a risky throw, but it works out for Chicago. And they have a guy wide open in the end zone. It's floaty. Oh, the defender read it bad and try to get a layout block, and it goes over him, and Easy catch for Chicago. The goal is good. An injured player here from Madison. Hopefully he's okay.
Don't scratch that. This is coming back to DeMarais.
Oh, no. No goal.
Just inside.
They're able to call it back here.
Just can't seem to avoid getting banged up this season.
Should we call it travel or what? There's a guy out there playing with a broken arm. Actually, broken pinky, it looks like.
Some sort of shoulder or
Chicago here, about 20 yards outside the end zone, looking flick here. Goes step through backhand. Good job by Madison forcing them to earn it here. Here's a floaty reset. Gets there. Need a swoop there. Madison swoops over. Here's another backhand reset. Chicago swinging it. That's a floaty reset into the hands of the Madison Radicals. They could cut it to a 2-point game. Chicago with a break chance. Gets gifted there by Chicago. Absolute gift. High stall. Here's a cheeky left-handed reset. Now a backhand reset. Madison working it backwards here, trying to pack different angles. Here's a flick up here by Madison. Madison looking flick here. Another swing.
In the backfield from McCarthy, and
the Cutters are getting locked up downfield by Chicago. McCarthy fakes the shot deep. Now he's going to have to take a bailout deep throw. And I think they called a timeout before that throw. So timeout here for Madison. That's a huge timeout. They got to punch this one in. They got the timeout right before the throw and right before the stall count. Trying to get a goal here to cut it to a 2-goal game here. 7-4 Madison Radicals taking on the 11-0 Chicago Union. Last game here in the UFA 2025 regular season. Chicago looking to be the only team to go undefeated. Right behind them, the one-loss Salt Lake Shred. Of course, in different divisions, though.
7 and you're now kind of back to playing 7-on-7 offensively, which is what you want if you're the Radicals. And your offensive line is playing.
Yeah, I want Madison to come back so bad. Y'all didn't realize. I don't want to be the only one-loss team. And I want everybody to be undefeated. Better than us, you know? If Madison comes back and wins, I think we could win the whole thing, honestly. I'm not really scared of Chicago. I feel like Chicago could get upset by like Minnesota or something too. Like some crazy upset. It'd be hard though, because the Winchell don't look as good as they did when they won the championship last year. They lost to us. They also lost to us in the semis the year before that. Here's a long, oh, that's a floating one there to Gutowski, digs it out. What's up, Eric? And what happened there? A throwaway by Madison. I think they wanted a foul on the mark. Here's a throw to the corner. That's going to be out the back of the end zone. Madison gets gifted again. What the heck is going on here for both teams offensively? Madison got a D from someone. They just jumped up in there and grabbed it. And then Madison turned it over, and then Chicago just turned it over right back. Both teams giving each other gifts. And Madison can't afford to go back and forth like this. They need a goal. Gutowski with the scooper over the top here. Risky throw that right there. Dug out. Here's an inside flick. And here's a shot. An inside flick. That's going into the back of the end zone. That is perfect for the Madison Radicals. Wow, what a throw. A break there for Madison. Back within 2. That was huge. Wow. What a throw. Just barely over the outstretched hands of the Chicago defender there. Wow. Good cut there by Chung Moy on the Radicals. What a cut. What an even better throw, too. Jeez. That was a nuke. Bro, I don't know what happened. I was like, oh, great, we're going for the sweep. Well, guess what? We might lose the division now, right? Because if the Brewers win, Brewers were down 3-0, and then, of course, the freaking Dodgers let them hit a 3-run home run and tie it. And then they go up like, what are they up now? 6-5. Oh, they won. Great. Oh, Brewers are first, aren't they? No, they're not. We have the same record. And since we beat them, we had the tiebreaker still, so we're still in front of the Brewers. We have the same record, though. We have the same freaking record. It's just we have the tiebreaker because we beat them 2 out of 3 or whatever, both times or whatever. I don't know what's going on, bro. You might choke it. Because the Brewers keep sweeping the freaking Dodgers. Stupid Dodgers, I hate them. They swept them twice. 2 weeks ago they swept them, and then they swept them this week. Oh my gosh.
Strong seal out there.
Oh wow, Chicago got a fast hold, and I missed it. So I was happy.
Just using all the space on the far side.
Chicago here with the pole, probably honest with the pole. And it gets past the Madison Radicals out the back of the end zone. They're going to have to bring it to the back of the end zone. Callahan territory. They get it out pretty fast here. Ooh, they could have took a shot there. Inside. Ooh, what a layout grab to save the possession for the Madison Radicals. Wow. And that one's going to hit the turf. That one hit the turf. That one was not a layout. And here comes Chicago looking for a break. Pavlianis with the push pass. That was a nice push pass. And Chicago gets the break and pushes it back to a 4-point lead. That's a 2-point swing right there. That is bad for Madison. They could have easily cut it back down to 2. Instead, it's a 4-point game. It was a nice game, possession-saving layout there, and then they just threw it away. Horrible throw.
So difficult for an offensive unit to try to slow down this.
Offense for Madison not looking good in front of their home fans.
As we were also discussing,
Too many mistakes.
Given the decrease in touches that he has experienced here coming back.
Here's a roller pull by Union. Probably gonna set sideline double team. Yes, they do. Here's a hammer over the top. Barely caught there by Madison somehow. Here's a shot to the end zone. Right over the hands of Jess White. Wow. How did that throw get over White? That's crazy. If he doesn't go out and get a freaking starting pitching and bullpen arms, yes, I agree. Okay. What a hold for Madison. Oh, they said double team. We don't care. We'll throw a hammer over the top. I don't know how he caught that hammer. That was more of a blade than a hammer, though. He threw it like a hammer, but it went like he threw it over his head like a hammer, but it didn't go flat. It is. It went this way. I don't know how he caught that. That's crazy. I would have dropped that. That was coming fast at him with the sun in his eyes, too.
Midway point of the third. 3-goal lead for
This is all his fault. Yeah. I mean, we're still in first. We got the tiebreaker, but it's not. I mean, we're playing good, though. That's the thing. We still won the series against the Red Sox. The only reason we're tied with the freaking Brewers is because of the stupid Dodgers. The Dodgers got swept by them twice, bro. If we're going to blame anything, it's the Dodgers. And before the All-Star break, we went on a horrible losing streak that also caused us to do this as well, which can't happen. I think the second half of the season will be much better, though. Hopefully. I'm not worried, though, because we play Royals. We play Kansas City Royals next Tuesday. That's a winnable series. I say we win that 2-1. Then after that we play the White Sox. Oh, we'll sweep them. And then the Brewers play the Mariners, and I think the Mariners could sweep the Brewers. It's in Seattle. It's in Seattle too, so I think the Mariners can sweep the Brewers, which would be huge. If the Mariners sweep the Brewers, we take 2 of 3 from the Royals, then we're back up by like 1.5. So that would be huge. I think that could happen actually. But then after we play the White Sox and the Kansas City Royals, then we play the Brewers. That's a huge series right there. Chicago with the hold there. And here's the pull.
Build into a similar type of role. Sam Stark for the Radicals.
Radicals here with a nice little backhand inside. Oh, almost dropped there by Grutowski. Nice little five release backhand here. Past half field here for Madison. Looking backhand. High saw count. They get the reset here.
Sostrom has been the hot hand. See if he can find
Sostrom
the receiver in the end zone.
resets. Back to Sostrom here. Upline cut here. On the sideline here, guarded by Pavlianis. Another upline cut here by Madison. They're just going up line down the field here. And a little scuba over the double team here. Sostrom to the side. Inside backhand. Did not go to the guy that it was supposed to go to. But they get it anyways. Y'all need some stops, Madison. Yep, just keep going back and forth. Need some breaks. Nice hold for Madison. Cut it to 3. Need some breaks though.
Start taking some chances, right? Defensively, maybe you throw a roller pole, try to trap the Union.
Yeah, throw a roller pole, Madison.
So they want to throw zone, but maybe a different look off the bat. Try to get this handler.
Y'all need to get a break or two, and I think you could win this, Madison. They could literally win this. Their freaking home crowd is so insane. Like, they need to get them. They get a couple breaks and get this crowd rolling. Get the upset. They need a break here to start. They need a break that will like give them momentum and like maybe a couple more breaks after. That would like lead to more breaks, you know. That's a floaty throw, almost blocked there by Madison. Here's a double team. They get it out. Jeff Weiss. That was not Weiss. I'm tripping. Shanahan, big swing here. That's a nice little cheeky throw over the top for the goal. Madison can't get any stops. They're just going back and forth here in the third quarter. Eventually, they need to get some D's and some breaks. You just can't right now. Yo, what's up, Alex? It's good.
Resulted in the defense scrambling for the rest of the possession.
Bro, I wish I could go freaking West Division Championship game, but can't make it. I don't think. Maybe I'll go down with a friend. Let's see.
A whole bunch.
I've never been to a West Division Championship game, and the Shred have played in it every single year of their existence.
Start to his rookie season.
And they've won it every year except for 2, I think. Yeah. So they've won 2, the lost 2. Ooh, risky through there. I was almost beat up by by Chicago. Backhand up here for Madison. Past half field here. Chung Moy takes a shot to the corner. That stays in. Utowski with the goal. That's what Madison needs more of that right there. That was nice. Nice little hold there. You need a break though, Madison. That was nice, but can't stop their offense. There's no point. Yeah, Rocket League later? Yeah, why not? Season goals, 2025 league leaders, Anthony Gutowski with the Radicals, Quentin Bonden with the freaking Royals, Montreal Royale, Ben Yacht with the Empire, Don DeMarte with the Union, and Matt Russell. Great. Right. He gets 56 goals, Gutowski. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Matt Russell has 42. He's going to win Most Improved Player for sure.
So that is something that you need to keep in mind. You know, if he had played the full 12,
That's crazy.
12 slate, he'd be
Right.
right up there with Gutowski right now.
Ooh, that's a miscue. Madison with a quick conversion. A quick break for Madison. 2-goal game. Wow. Horrible miscue by Chicago. A stupid throw. Wow. He just missed it completely and it went right in the hands of the Radicals player. It wasn't even a bad throw. Wow. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully. We beat Kansas City 2 out of 3 last time we played them, I think. We'll see what happens. Probably won't be able to go live for it. I'm going to do some things tomorrow.
Gonna concede a bit of a shorter field.
But I should be live for the Cubs, Kansas City game, last game of the series, probably.
A lot of these
I thought it was that was a near hand block there by the Radicals. Here's a big swing. Holy cow. Here's another big swing. Fakes the flick. Inside flick here. That was risky. Another inside flick. Here's a swing.
Just doing such a good job of switching fields. Feels like they've never let the
Good shutdown defense. Oh! What a block by Madison. And wow. The crowd doesn't like it, and I don't like that call either. But the ref's going to call a foul and give it back to the Union. Wow. I thought that was a good block. Here's a floaty throw. Gathered up here by Chicago. About 10 yards outside the end zone. I don't like that call at all by the ref.
Bit of a soft zone
I'm going.
look here from the Radicals.
I thought that was a good D. I mean, there's a little bit of contact on the back end, but on his back, but I don't think that's enough for a call. There's a flick. Easy goal for Union.
Along that far sideline.
Union with the hold, the dirty hold.
Yeah, certainly a
Madison's definitely played some good defense there, though. Definitely made Chicago earn it.
certainly Union player was
That's a 3-goal game here.
all that went in their favor. And
Big game here in the Central Division.
started.
It doesn't have to do with any playoff implications, but it's a big game because Chicago either goes undefeated or they don't.
17 to go undefeated. There's a
Big game for Shred fans too, y'all. Chicago loses, they both one loss. Chicago wins, they're the only undefeated team right behind them. Salt Lake with the one loss. With the one loss that they had. First game too, we lost by freaking 2 points. We won the rest of our games. We really should be undefeated. If we had our college guys and like Will Selfridge, we would have freaking beat Atlanta.
to do so.
For sure. I don't even scared of Atlanta. We match up against them in championship weekend. I don't mind that. Here's a shot by Madison. What a catch! Right outside the end zone. And Madison converts a quick hold. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. It's been a great fourth quarter and great finish to this one, y'all. It's the first time I've streamed another Frisbee game besides the Shred here on Coleman Sports 23 and the Shred Head 66. If you guys haven't already, go subscribe to both channels. Boom.
There's Shuey stretching from the backfield.
Boom.
Lots of good looks of these Madison.
All right. 50 seconds here. Madison will pull to Chicago. Little lady backhand pull here that rolls to the side. Chicago gets it. It's a low, slow throw though. Like Chicago keeps it here. For the end zone, reset here. Here's a flick all the way to the sideline. Really blocked there by the Radicals. Colorado. Sorry, why do I keep saying Colorado? Chicago swinging it up here. Looking back in. Here's a double team. Swing flick. Dug out by Chicago. Flick here to the sideline. Big flick huck here. That is. Oh, wow. That throw went right over the top of two Madison players who ran into each other, and both of them couldn't catch plastic. And that would be a goal for Chicago. Both players are banged up here. One of them is up, and I think he's good. The other one still, he's going to limp off here. Hopefully both guys are okay there as they ran into each other there. A goal for Chicago. Wow. Right over the outstretched arms of both defenders there. That was not a good throw. Chicago's a little lucky that that throw got over both of those defenders. Because if they didn't run into each other, they probably could have blocked that. No, they definitely could have. But they ran into each other. I'm surprised they didn't block it even though they ran into each other. That was a horrible throw. 9 seconds here for Radicals. Let's see if they can cut it down to 3 once again here. 9 seconds. They have to go full field here. And it's stolen by Chicago. Chicago. That's not going to be able to get off. Yeah, that's not a goal. Nope. 0 seconds left. That's not going to count. Yeah. That won't count for Chicago, so it stays at a 4-point game. Sorry, 3-point game. 3-goal game here. At the end of 3. That will not count. Picked off there by Chicago. Madison was trying to just hit every single player that was just barely open, trying to get down there, and the pressure was able to get a block there for Union. They ran right past it. The guy there. He got the catch block there. They just couldn't convert in time. We're heading to the 4th quarter.
I need dogs. Understood. It's the first chance we have this kind of question in a long time.
That's a good video to show that they're playing on. That's a really good video that they're showing on UFA.
We're dogs and we're wings, and we're good at doing hard things. So when we step into this locker room, when we step into
Yo, when did they make this commercial with Bryce Merrill's halftime speech on the video? That's inspirational. Did the Cubs have the best record in the MLB? No way. How the heck are we tied in our division then? That's crazy. Wait, that means we're tied with the Brewers. Or whatever I saw is false.
Welcome back, folks. Here, just a few moments away from the start of the 4th
Bro,
quarter.
I need to share this video.
15 here tonight. Just 10 turnovers through the first
See if I can find it.
quarters of play for the Union. Once again, it's been that Belgian superstar who has just taken the lead by storm in 2025. Don DeMarais leading all players here tonight.
Oh, here we go.
5 assists, 4 goals, 2 blocks.
Why can't I hear it, Russ?
23 from the field in a game high, 570 yards. Did I mention we still have a quarter to play?
Yeah, it's truly an impressive feat that he's put together tonight. Honestly, more than anything else, I would say the yards has been what's really been the most impressive thing for me. Typically, this Madison defense does not surrender big yardage games to folks.
Why can't I hear this? Oh, here we go.
Stats at times, and we've had plenty of guys score 6, 7 goals in a game, and ultimately Radical still pull out a win or whatever. But everything that he has done tonight, he
There we
has
go.
controlled the game. You see that 278 receiving yards and 292.
The ultimate halftime speech.
Really just been impressive.
The refs.
Really maneuvered the offense and made them just flow like a championship level offense.
No.
Off to the Union coaching staff, Dave Woods, Charlie First, Sarah Nolik. They've developed a really nice system of how to isolate him in space. You see a lot of these Chicago offense possessions. Number 21, it's a lot of panic just to go do some work against his individual defender.
Yeah, these Union players don't play with an ego, right? There's certain guys that feel like they need to get their touch.
Oh, that's a miscue by Chicago. Wow. Here we go game, y'all. Goated. Coach of the year right there, y'all. Coach is a freaking. He deserves it. He should. He better get it. All right. Wow. So Madison Radicals start of the fourth quarter. They get a break there. Another bad throw by Chicago and a quick score there. Only a 2-goal game now. Can Madison come back here and give Chicago their first loss of the season on the first or the last game of the year? That'd be crazy. This is the last game in the UFA out of all teams. Oh, a near block by Madison. Nearly blocked by Madison, and here comes Chicago fast. That was a near block, like inches away. This is a game of inches, and they turfed it. Chicago just turfed it. Madison can convert here. They could cut it to 1. Madison here swinging it. Chicago looking to get it back here for their offense after a bad turf throw there. Madison nearly to half field. They get it across half field. No! A horrible throw that turns it over to back to Chicago. Not a good turnover for Madison. They could have cut it to 1 there. Chicago gets it back. Wow. Same guy, same turnover. The same guy throws another turnover. Quick conversion to the end zone. Nope, Madison's out of the end zone. Here's a throw to the end zone. Caught. Madison gets it back and gets the break. Wow. Could Chicago really choke a... Yo, they were up by like 5 goals, y'all. Madison was up 3-1 to start, but then then Chicago went up by like 5. And now Madison trying to come back here. They cut to 1-goal game. Wow. So glad I went live. I went live like right after the first quarter. When I saw that, like I saw Madison was winning, I'm like, oh, crazy upset. So I'm like, okay, Madison is winning. I'm gonna live stream this after the first quarter, and then I popped on at the beginning of the second quarter, and Chicago's up somehow, and Madison, and then they went up by like 5, Now they're only up by 1. Wow. What a freaking game. Chicago here looking for a hole. Here, Jeff Weiss here. Ooh. He almost threw that, and the guy who was throwing it to slipped, and he almost threw that. That would have been a turnover. Here's Pablo Giannis, the all-time leading assist record. Nearly turfed it there. Here's a crossfield hammer to the end zone. Caught outside the end zone, and they flip it in. And Gutowski wants a travel, and they will get it. Gutowski running in saying, travel, travel, to the ref, and the ref calls a travel. Double team here. 5 yards outside the end zone. A swing here. Jeff Weiss. Wow, foul on the mark the ref's getting called here on Madison. So Chicago's going to get it right here on the goal line.
Fans know this is a tense moment.
Wow. Here's a blade over the top. Caught by the Union. For a nice little hold there for Chicago. Back up by 2.
Advantage of that lapse in energy to find an easy goal over the top there. Over the top. Obliging with his own back to Lugo.
Let's go by Chicago.
Chicago is now 12 of 21 converting their offensive possessions here tonight, 57%.
Seconds, Jack.
Was at 38%.
Here's a throw. The pull, sorry. Ball here by Chicago. Goes back in the zone and rolls here. Madison picks it up. Here they go. Look up here to the right side.
Makes sense, right?
Little lefty backhand up here. 85 looking big swing here. Here's the swing. Another swing right after that. Fake. Huge fake hook there. A lot of contact there on the mark. Payne gets called for the foul there. He doesn't like the call. Contact by the offensive player there. I don't know about that one. Here's the inside flick here. A flick to Gutowski, who gets tripped up by Jeff Weiss. Jeff Weiss. There's the big hammer into the end zone. Did he drop it? He dropped that? Radicals. You had 2 players right there, and you dropped it.
That's unfortunate there.
He should have let the other guy get it. There was 2 guys open in the back of the end zone on a freaking hammer. Either of them could have caught it. No defender nearby, and they both dropped it. How do you drop that? You had 2 guys wide open with no defender within like 10 yards, and you dropped it. The one guy screwed up badly, the guy that dropped it. Not just because he dropped it, he should have let the other guy get it because the other guy had a better read on it. That wasn't for you, I don't think, the guy that dropped it. Here's a big swing caught by Chicago. That was a horrible turn by the Radicals. A stupid turnover. That should have been a goal, and they should have cut it to 1, but now they could go down by 3 now. Chicago taking the bro just faked a deep puck to nobody, and they actually fell for it. That's crazy. Jeff Weiss with the flick here. Up. Offense player gets bumped there. Slicky there gets called for a foul, or they're going to call travel.
You can definitely start to feel the fatigue in this one. Both teams have been giving
Chicago outside the end zone, and they convert a break. What a stupid turnover by Madison. They just let Chicago go back up by 3 now. They had it cut down to a 1-possession game like a couple minutes ago, and now it's a 3-point game. 3-possession game. Come on. What a stupid turnover. I could have caught that.
Big point for this game.
What a dumb turnover by Madison. That was huge.
Union stepping up in a big moment, and really, if you're the coaching staff, as we see,
This is where the championship weekend is this year. Madison, Wisconsin. And we'll be live for it here on Coleman Sports 23 and the Shredhead for championship weekend, no matter if the Shred make it or not.
this is a real
They're looking really, really good. They just need one more win and they make championship weekend because they're in the West Division Championship. And they're hosting it too, so they get to play at home. There's no way they get upset for the second year in a row at home. I'll be so mad. Here's a nice hawk, and it's off the fingertips of the Radicals player. Wow. That was an easy freaking catch again. Going on with Madison. They have to get it back here for their offense if they want to win. 5:48 remaining. Madison needs this back of this possession when it's over. Okay. Pavianis. Pavianis calls timeout. Madison Radicals fans were yelling travel. Nice time, good timeout by Chicago.
After kind of a slew of turnovers starting in the second quarter and extending into the third, the Radicals have calmed it down here. Just 17 on the game, facing a championship level contender in Chicago. Just a little too many mistakes.
Yeah, and those mistakes that keep
Chicago's definitely a championship level team, especially if they hang on to this and go undefeated, y'all. They're going to be looking like the heavy favorites going to the playoffs. Of course, other favorites, of course, the Boston Glory, the DC Breeze, who are in the same conference, are also two heavy favorites. The Salt Lake Shred, as well as, I would say, Atlanta Hustle over Austin Soul, honestly. I think Austin Soul are a bunch of frauds, but we'll see. The division's not that good, and all their wins are against not so good teams.
Van Dusen, Rutledge, and Vimarais setting the table here.
Van Dusen with a cheeky left-handed throw there. And here's a crossfield flick in the end zone. Priest with the goal.
17 Chicago. And that might have been an early dagger for
Looks like Chicago's going to go undefeated. Wow. The only team in the UFA that's going to go undefeated.
certainly any energy out of this stadium right there. The last two possessions for this Radical.
Shred will have the second best regular season record, unfortunately. I was hoping that Chicago would lose one so we would be tied with the rest record, but that's what we get for losing by 2 goals to Atlanta to start the season, unfortunately. But I feel like if we played them again, we would beat them because we played them fully healthy. We were without 3 of our college guys.
Once the stats update, he'll also be.
We were without. Trying to think. We were without Luke Jorgensen. We were without Ben Ashton. 2 really good players.
Yeah, I felt like this year was really a coming out party for him as we see a deep shot here to run about.
That was a fluke loss. Shred should have won the good too, just like Chicago. But week 1 loss was fraudulent.
Hit the turnover.
Yeah, the time go back up pretty.
It's not over though. Chicago could choke, but I doubt it.
Watch the game, it didn't feel like
Don't choke these tapping games. Jeff Weiss just swinging it. A zone defense by Madison. Little scoop over the top here. Trying to get out of this zone here by Madison. Should be a triple team right there.
been so important to their spacing.
Here's a huck. Utowski gets absolutely skied on his freaking head. Utowski's injured. Uh-oh. That is not good for Madison.
A little shaken up there. That is the absolute last thing you want to see if you're a Madison fan.
That is not good for Madison. That is your go-to deep threat right there. And that is not good.
Let's see if the ankle that he landed on was the one that's giving him a little bit of trouble.
It's like his hammy?
No, it wasn't the one
ankle?
that he jumped on. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a fatigue injury there, being helped to the sideline by
I
Shuey.
don't know what that was. Hopefully Gutowski's okay, though. 22-17 Chicago.
Similar story. The first meeting where two teams battled for the first 3+ quarters, and then the Union just taking over in the stretch. Their depth and talent, top level playmaking, just a little bit.
Chicago just taking over in the fourth.
Yeah, and you hope in these moments Madison still has a lot of good takeaways from it. This is a young team.
Madison takes a shot here because they have to. And it's beat up. Low-key a foul right there at the end, but maybe not. Okay. Double team here on the mark. Swing around here. Chicago. Massive swing there.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the game. Going to be a lot of pitch and catch here for the white uniforms.
Here's Priest.
Priest in the backfield.
Priest gets bumped below to get 10 yards.
The O-line here on the field for Chicago.
2:41 left here.
It feels like as the weeks go on, coaching staff will
Pavel.
in first and like are really getting a pulse for where and
Looks like a timeout here. By Chicago, you might as well use a timeout. You have one, so you might as well.
Get these many guys to fit in together all in the first year together.
Break chance here for Chicago. They'll put their O-line out. So put this one away.
Yeah, they got to do a lot of maneuvering too, right?
Ooh.
6 games. Paul Harder's only played 6 games. Wilson Matthews played 8.
Playoffs are all shaped up. Playoff preview will be coming out on both channels right after the stream.
They're seeing some of these combo lineups they could put up there on D lines as well, and really they still feel confident in their O line and their ability to hold.
Here is a hot by Chicago because why not? And they come down with a massive goal. Now I'll put it away here in Madison. And Chicago Union look going to go undefeated in 2025. Be the only undefeated team in the league. And the one-loss team as well in the league. You know, Solid Shredded Force. Now, like 3 or 4 2-loss teams here in the UFA.
That's true. I mean, it helps when you're tagging the guy that scored 36 goals.
Yeah,
and 16
hard to pick him. Yeah,
feels like you're.
Man, I haven't watched Chicago all year. No wonder they're undefeated.
But certainly lived up to
Yeah, freaking good.
Considered for that. I mean, the impact that he's had on this team in the 9 games that he's played clearly shows that they
This is their process. I feel like somebody could upset him.
Part of that reason.
And that somebody could be the Madison Radicals. I don't know. Just there are too many mistakes in this game. They clean up those mistakes. I feel like Madison could definitely be the team that upsets Chicago. It's a blade to the back of the end zone. Madison has to face the wind chill in the first round. Winner will play Chicago in the Central Division Championship.
On the road. Radicals.
So does is Madison 2 seed? I forget. No, Winchell would be. Because I think Winchell will have like 2 or 3 losses. They have 3 losses. Madison will have 5 after this. So yeah, I think they have to go to Minnesota then. Jeez.
Of course, they want to win their first and only franchise title.
All right.
Madison now making 2 straight playoff appearances after for half a decade of missing the postseason.
Team here for Madison. Shanahan with the hammer over the top. I got by Colorado. He's a hammer, another hammer, and it's caught by Priest. Easy. 2 hammers for the goal. Wow. It's not enough pressure by Madison. They did the right thing putting a sideline trap there. Generations get over for the hammer there. Not good defense on that set right there. How is that guy coming over late? You gotta get over there. Well.
Playing on this team, and if they can continue to keep these guys year over year, start to be 3, 4, 5-year vets on this team, they're definitely
Chicago's gonna be undefeated, y'all.
Anybody has to okay. Where can they find some of those additional offensive pieces that are?
I may do a live playoff preview. We'll see. And it might only be on the Shredhead. So if you guys haven't already, go subscribe to Shredhead 66. That's the app. Capital T, capital S, capital H. 66.
Gordon trying to stretch deep.
The Shredhead.
With Demaré covering him.
What a swing there.
Bolster those passes.
Madison looking for some momentum going to playoffs here. Nice little bid from big bid there from Payne. It's a flick here.
Terrific matchup between those 2 contenders.
And I saw the end zone is Madison here on a double team.
Love to get one.
Inside flick here, G'd up by Chicago. Shogun with the diving D there.
Just absolutely stifling here to close.
Shanahan to Weiss.
Yeah, this Chicago team really showing why they're a championship level team.
Weiss.
We count 10 seconds here.
With the reset here to Pablo. Pablo back to Weiss. Weiss to Pablo. Pablo. Just going right through the defense.
Do it. Giannis will fittingly take
Pablo Giannis. We'll put this down, turf. And Chicago goes 12-0 on the season. Undefeated. Last time somebody went undefeated was the New York Empire. Back in 2023, I think. They won the championship against Salt Lake Shred. I think that's right. So playoff seedings are official. The playoff bracket is here. The UFA. All right, take a look at it, and we'll do a little playoff preview as well. Going over the bracket and everything. So, yeah, I might do a preview, one preview video, one prediction video, or we'll just do it all in one. Screw that. We're doing it all in one. We'll do preview and predictions, or just do the predictions in the preview. I don't know. I'll call it something. We'll see. But Chicago gets a 24-18 win over the Madison Radicals, and they improved to 12-0 on the season. Last game of the UFA. Playoff time here in the UFA. See what happens. gonna be a great playoff this year. It's gonna be crazy. Anybody could win it. Just like last year, anybody could have won it. And somehow Minnesota won it. And they didn't even look like the best team all year. The team that looked the best all year was low key the DC Breeze. Even though they lost to us week 1, but lost to Salt Lake.
In the league as a whole. Just some great scenes to wrap up our final broadcast here in Madison. Fans not losing any of their energy despite the home team loss. Just again, a great way to close out this regular season on behalf
All right. The end of the 2024 season is officially over. It's been Coma Sports. It's been the Shredhead 66. I'll see you guys for a playoff preview on Coma Sports 26. Or sorry, Coma Sports 23 and the Shredhead 66. I'm out. Have a good one. It's playoff time, baby. Yeah, peace.